If you drive in Texas, chances are you've shared the interstate with self-driving 18-wheelers. TxDOT says the big rigs have backup drivers in the seats, but trucking companies plan to go completely driverless on some routes this year. Now TxDOT is rolling out the first of its kind self-driving truck corridor in the Austin area. As Investigator Mike Rush shows us, one Central Texas highway could serve as the template for smart road technology across the state and the nation.
Noted for its fast speed limits and as a less congested alternative to I-35, State Highway 130 may soon be known as a trailblazer in self-driving truck technology.
That's kind of the last frontier.
The Texas Department of Transportation's Mike Ariano says a 21-mile stretch of 130 from Georgetown to Del Valle will become a smart freight corridor. The focus of the project, he says, is to install roadside technology along the highway self-driving vehicles can access to travel more safely.
So they can have information about wrecks or people on the shoulder, or there's a ladder in the lane, miles in advance.
TxDOT says SH-130 is a good fit for this project for a couple of reasons. As a newer road, it's already designed with the infrastructure to support the technology, but also because a lot of self-driving 18-wheelers already use this highway.
We're pioneering a sharper vision for the future of trucking.
Kodiak Robotics says it started operating them around Texas in 2019, but always with backup safety drivers, the hands here near but not on the wheel. In that time, the company says its trucks have driven 2.5 million miles and delivered around 5,000 loads in Texas and other states. Aurora, also with people inside as backup, rolled out self-driving trucks in 2020. Now, with more than 30 in its fleet, the company says the trucks deliver for big names like FedEx and Uber Freight. Both trucking companies tell KXAN they plan to remove drivers on Dallas to Houston routes on Interstate 45 later this year. And both say their autonomous vehicle technologies don't require smart corridors to operate.
Why do we need a smart road? Aviation's the best analogy, right? You've got incredibly sophisticated aircraft, but they would never fly without an air traffic control function.
Tyler Duvall is the CEO of the Washington, D.C. based startup Cavenue, the company TxDOT hired to transform the section of SH-130.
So we put poles, sensors, cameras, lots of technology up on the roadway, backed by software behind the roadway to crank out all kinds of analytics and analysis around what's happening on the roadway.
Real-time road conditions like weather changes, road hazards, and traffic, he says, communicated directly to the autonomous big rigs.
If we're not a life-saving support system for government and for drivers, then we've failed.
Last month, Cavenue launched a similar project in partnership with the state of Michigan, but testing driverless passenger vehicles in only dedicated lanes.
Your highways and roads in the state of Texas are definitely being used as guinea pigs.
Louis Pugh is with the owner-operator Independent Drivers Association. He says his group is not against technology in driverless vehicles and on roads, but he worries about the accuracy of the road information shared and believes the focus should stay on cars for now, citing safety concerns and crashes involving cars with self-driving capabilities.
It's probably good to make sure we get this stuff working right in a car before we put it to an 80,000-pound truck and turn it loose on the highway.
National polls suggest the public would rather pump the brakes on driverless vehicles. According to the latest AAA survey, 68% of those questioned say they're afraid of fully self-driving vehicles, a 13% jump from the year before.
This isn't something that we're flipping the switch on tomorrow.
Ariano says it will be a slow process, up and running by the end of the year, but not before the state, along with a team from UT as a third party, verify the accuracy of the information collected.
If it's successful, we can start using this as a template and a standard to start scaling it to other roadways.
Mike Rush, State of Texas.
TxDOT also says it will use the smart corridor information to identify and clear road hazards more quickly. The hope is to eventually expand the service to any type of autonomous vehicle. Thank you again for joining us for State of Texas. I'm Josh Hinkle, and we'll be back next week to bring you an in-depth look at Texas politics.